This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Jackson. Tonight, new information about that shocking armed robbery of a 13-year-old boy. He told police a group of teenagers robbed him Monday after he got off his school bus on the city's north side. New tonight, the teen's grandfather shares his grandson's story with Robert Townsend.
I'm upset.
A furious Calvin Clifton is still shaking his head after what happened to his 13-year-old grandson.
If he can't wear what he want to wear, then it's crazy.
Monday afternoon, the boy told police he got off his school bus on Greer Avenue and walked towards the intersection of Sullivan and Vanderventer Avenue when 10 teenagers approached him and asked if he wanted to buy some marijuana.
He said no, and they said give it up.
Clifton says one of the teenagers pointed a gun at his grandson's chest while another boy aimed a gun at the 7th grader's side. This grateful granddad's relieved his grandson wasn't hurt.
Right, and that's the thing he said. I'm glad I didn't get shot.
The young robber stole the middle schooler's $700 Balenciaga tennis shoes, similar to the ones pictured here. His designer belt and book bag. Clifton says his grandson is an only child, loves football, and his aunt bought the sneakers for him for being a good kid.
That's what peeved me the most. No shoes on, broad daylight, not even 3 o'clock yet. That's crazy.
The terrified teen ran for his life.
He ran, but he said a guy gave him a ride to the corner, and he told the guy to let him out because they was following him.
Innocent kid trying to walk home.
The callous crime happened near Pastor Gregory Purnell's church. He has a message for the 13-year-old.
Keep your head up. Keep doing the right thing. Keep going to school.
I talked to the boy's mother. She didn't want to go on camera, but she tells me right now her son is still traumatized behind all this, and he will undergo counseling. Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Today, 3 men pleaded not guilty to human trafficking charges in St. Charles County. They are accused of keeping a 20-year-old man captive for months, forcing him to work and beating him. Prosecutors say the victim was brought over from India through a student visa, and his cousin, the main suspect in this case, said he would sponsor him to go to college. But that never happened, and instead, police say the victim was forced to do labor without pay and violently punished if he didn't. Advocates say there's been an increase in labor abuse in the region.
So many traffickers that they are perfectly reliable and also liable to tell lies to different departments, including DHS, about the intention they are actually bringing these people over.
All 3 suspects will have a bond hearing on December 7th. You can report trafficking at the National Human Trafficking Hotline. The number's 888-373-7888. Right now, 3 people are recovering after a shooting this morning in downtown St. Genevieve. Police say the gunman shot a man and a woman before turning the gun on himself. Both men are critically injured. The woman had minor injuries. 5 on your side spoke with the aunt of the male victim, who said the suspected shooter lived with her nephew for nearly a decade.
They were best friends, and he had been there for a long time. So, you know, I don't understand what went wrong. All we know is we got a call and said that 3 people had got shot in the house, but we didn't know. I didn't know it was this bad until I got here.
Right now, we don't know the motive for the shooting. It is the first shooting of the year for St. Genevieve. New tonight, Lindenwood University is eliminating 10 of its athletic teams, including 9 Division I programs. The university said the decision was made after it determined the athletic department was too bloated and couldn't keep up in quality. The cuts include the men's and women's swimming and diving, men's track and field, and women's gymnastics teams. Nearly 300 student athletics will be affected. Lindenwood says it will continue to honor any scholarships through their undergrad education. There's a new push to ban seclusion rooms in Missouri schools. In some public and charter schools, kids who are seen as disruptive can be put in solitary confinement. State Representative Ian Mackey, who filed the new bill, calls the practice ineffective and cruel. If passed, Missouri would become the 10th state to ban seclusion rooms. Students at Kip Wonder Academy will learn virtually most of next week after teachers raised concerns about conditions on campus. Today, a group of educators walked out of a professional development meeting calling for better conditions at the South St. Louis Charter School. They're unhappy about things they found inside, including mice, roaches, water leaks, and mold. But their main concern is the well-being of the children who go there.
We want the children to be able to attend a school where they can come to the seat without any of the chaos going on in the environment, where they're able to learn, have some fun, and actually grow, so that they're contributing and understanding the things that are going on when they get there as such and step into the real world for themselves.
Been open for 4 years. The school spokesperson says the building passed the inspection before the start of the school year. A bonfire with family or friends is a perfect way to make the most of these chillier nights, but a post on a local Facebook page made flickering flames and cozy conversation sound like a chore. He heard it takes planning with your local fire department long before you set your bonfire ablaze. 5 on Your Side's Ann Allred verifies.
Here's the Facebook post asking if you need a permit and a visit from the Granite City Fire Department to have the most basic bonfire. Let's verify. Is it true Granite City residents need a permit and must have local firefighters inspect the area before setting a bonfire? Our sources are the Granite City Fire Department and the International Fire Code. Granite City Fire Chief Rich Moore says a permit is required to set a bonfire. You can get it for free at Station 1 or even after hours. Just call and ask to speak to the shift commander. The permit is good for 1 day. Moore says the permit is necessary for 2 reasons. It makes the person starting the fire read through the safety requirements, and the fire department will often get calls reporting smoke. This way, they'll already know there is a bonfire in that area. As for the Granite City Fire Department coming out to inspect the fire area beforehand, Moore says that is not true. He also made the distinction that bonfires are considered big fires like for VFW ceremonies or a school celebration. But backyard recreational fires for things like cooking or socializing also need a permit. It's free and the permit is good for the entire year. If someone does set a fire without a permit, the fire will be put out and potential tickets will be issued. We can verify, yes, Granite City residents need a permit for bonfires and recreational fires. We can also verify, no, local firefighters do not need to inspect the fire area beforehand.
So what about other areas of our region? In St. Louis City, recreational fires do not require a permit. For bonfires, you do need a permit in St. Charles County. As for St. Louis County, you do not need a permit, but there are some restrictions. And for all the details on these laws, look for this story on KSDK.com under the Verify tab. Have something you would like us to verify? Send us an email to verify@ksdk.com. It is official, they're merging when the XFL and USFL is expected to come together, and what that means for our St. Louis Battlehawks. Cacaw is the word. A little toy can make all the difference. How you can make the holidays a little brighter for a child in foster care.
We're excited about the Battlehawks, and we're excited that most of the weekend is on the dry side. Most because there's another weather system out to the west that as this one's leaving, we'll head our way. Timing is up next.
The XFL and USFL announced their planned merger will start on March 30th. The St. Louis Business Journal says both leagues are finalizing the terms of the agreement. As of now, we don't know how many of the 16 teams between the leagues will survive the merger. That includes our St. Louis Battlehawks, which is currently marketing their 2024 season ticket packages next year. You can make things a little brighter for a child in foster care this holiday season by giving a gift. 5 on Your Side is partnering with the Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition for their Little Wishes campaign, and we have about 2,700 Little Wishes left to grant. There's an in-person shopping event tomorrow at the Circle of Knowledge in Sunset Hills from 8 to 9:30 a.m. For more information, visit ksdk.com/Little Wishes. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell's here with a look at the weather first forecast as we head into the weekend, Scott.
You know, there's a lot going on. It's first weekend in December. A lot of folks have a lot of plans for Saturday and for Sunday. And you know, we started it off with damp conditions this evening, just some scattered areas of mist and drizzle continuing. Still looking at that occasionally at Lambert, but it looks like it's fading. Unfortunately, the clouds are not. And right now, as we look at our Weather First radar scan, the drizzle hasn't really shown up at all tonight on the radar. So not really a big deal there as far as rainfall. It's all been trace amounts. Earlier today, in the wee hours, we ended up with a total of about a ½ an inch around the metro area, with some local spots a little better than that. Low to mid 40s right now, rather cool around St. Louis, but not as cold as it is back to the west. You can tell where it's cleared out. Temperatures down into the 20s as you go back towards Lincoln and back into Kansas, and some of those areas are actually getting a treat tonight with a view of the northern lights. No such luck here as we have the clouds firmly entrenched. 44 degrees right now. 2300ths was your rainfall total from yesterday into early this morning, and 58 was the high today. Our new low temperature for the day is where we are right now at 44. We'll drop back into the mid to upper 30s tonight. Mainly clouds. There could still be a few patches of mist or drizzle, and there could also be some patchy fog in a few places, but it's not going to be widespread. That system that we dealt with is pushing away, but there's already another one waiting back to the west and southwest of St. Louis. It's headed our way. So tomorrow, we don't think there's a lot of sunshine for much of the day. Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies in the morning, perhaps a few breaks in the clouds during the afternoon and a little bit of sun. Winds will be fairly light. It's a cool day, about average, upper 40s for highs. Let's time out tomorrow night. Here we go through 6 o'clock towards 10 o'clock tomorrow night. That disturbance from the west brings some scattered showers our way. There'll be rain showers for us. Temperatures well above freezing, warmer aloft too, so all raindrops, no snowflakes for us. As we head through the overnight hours Sunday, that first wave of moisture slides off to the east. Whole system will be lifting away early on Sunday. And so as we head into Sunday afternoon, our anticipation is those clouds will start breaking up. And in doing so, we should get back into the lower 50s for highs Sunday afternoon. Saturday during the day, Sunday during the day, looking mainly on the dry side here. Our rain chance is really Saturday night. In fact, and we'll come back to that forecast in just a second. Just timing this out, your best chance 9, 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night to get some of that rain. And then the chances really drop off by Sunday morning. Here you go, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, near average temperatures. As we push towards the end of the week, Kelly, how about this? Almost spring-like again. I know. Temperatures close to 60 by Thursday into Friday and Saturday. That usually signals the rain chances returning. That'll happen over the weekend.
60s. Unbelievable. Yep. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for joining us at 10. Corey Miller and Andy Kroll join us next with 5 on your sideline.